Hello, it's Red Knight here, and I'd like to welcome you back for a chat and play. That's right, everybody, I'm going to be playing the game and talking to you at the same time. Now, I had a lot of requests recently. They wanted to see what my farm and town looks like, so this is the perfect opportunity for you to have a look at my beautiful layout. Maybe give me some suggestions and feedback, and maybe tell me what you like or don't like about it. Now, anybody that asks me for axes and saws, you can continue your long walk until you go to another farm. But lavender, no problems. Now, I absolutely adored this event. Just look at the coinage I have at the moment. I've been selling so many items and I've been making so many coins. Just look at that. All of those beautiful coins that I can get there if I have the items. Now, the only downside is I run out very, very quickly sometimes. So I'm going to have to keep making more like I have been doing. So as you can see, my machines have got a load of items already ready. Perfect. But what should I choose to make next, I wonder? We will have to wait and see. Now, making items for these events is actually quite an interesting choice. You can go with the easy items that are made quickly, but the return on them is not usually so high. However, if you make the more challenging, the more expensive items, then if they are requested, you really do get a lot of coins. And it can actually be quite beneficial to make sure that you have loads of the expensive or longer producing items in your barn for these double coin events. Now, when I started this, okay, my coinage was much, much lower. And now I'm quite satisfied because it's like 2,700,000. That's quite nice. Now, will we be getting an update soon that requires lots of coinage? I wonder. I do not know. But having lots of coins means I can buy more decorations, and more decorations means more cool videos. So we will have to wait and see. Now, as you look around my farm, you will see or notice a distinct layout. I'm the kind of person who likes a lot of trees and bushes, and I like to spread things out or keep things in a reasonably tidy fashion. I'm not the kind of person who likes it too hectic, but however, if you do go to the bottom end of my farm, you will notice that my wild area does have a kind of a wild feel about it, because it's a wild area, and it's not so arranged there. But that's okay. Having a wild area that's too box-like or too natural is not a good thing. Having something that is more spread out and separated and placed here and there, I think looks much more beautiful. And in fact, one of my neighbors has a kind of a wild-looking farm, and I absolutely adore it. And I think Michel's farm is very, very good. Now, at the moment, you'll notice I haven't done anything across the road. There used to be a hotel there, and at the moment I'm leaving it blank because I'm going to be moving the machines to that location, making a video about the machines, and then later putting them back to where they belong. So you'll see here, this area down here where there's a little bit of a patio, the machines are missing from that area because I've moved them over. The ones that have been put back, those videos are done, dusted and ready. They just needed to be edited and put back together. Now, I had one request for the machines video. Please make sure that the video for the machines is in order. So, the machine you get first, then second, and then third, and so on. So, I will be doing that for you. And I hope you like the layout that I'm going to be doing. It's coming along quite nicely. Now there is my wild area, and I have my rabbits down there. Here I keep my donkeys and my horses just near the house, because after all, the farmer's daughter wants to get up and go riding in the morning. And maybe the farmer needs to use his donkeys to pick up some items from further away. Now, my machine area is basically separated and divided by pathways. Now, I like the use of these small path pieces in the machine area. I'm not really keen on the big path pieces because I think they take up too much space. And you do not have to have them all connecting like I've got here. You can actually have them staggered or separated, and I do like that kind of design as well. So maybe next time I make my design in the machine area, I will not be having all of the path pieces connecting. I want to keep them separated. Now here you're looking at the derby that we've now completed. And these are some of the people that are collecting or producing items. And yay, we just got another threshold, and that horseshoe was the maximum one that we reached, so we didn't quite get to the last one. Now, we finished in 5th place. We were doing so nicely, but I'm afraid I removed a few people from the neighbourhood for lack of participation. And I have re-invited one of those members back, which you will see at the end of the video. But as of yet, he hasn't accepted his request to rejoin. Now, this is an issue for me. If you would like to be in my neighbourhood, okay, I don't mind if you can't do all of the derby tasks. At the end of the day, it's more about participation. I would like the members in my hood to be communicating, talking, and helping each other out. The derby is secondary, but I do want you to at least do something and to help. If you're not online for many days, especially if it's a whole week, now then I have an issue. Because if you're not helping my team, you're not helping my hood out, you're not communicating, it's a problem. Now I understand people do have work, I understand people do have school. Okay, I'm working 6 days a week, sorry, 7 days a week depending on the month. I do have breaks, and I do have my evening off, and I do have my family as well, and I do have my other interests, but I still participate in group activities. I can't do it every day, but I do try to do as much as I can, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes. Now, if you are young and you are in my neighborhood and you are at school, there are still opportunities every day to do 5 or 10 minutes. I'm sure your parents will give you that small amount of time as long as your homework is done. Just like I do with my boys. My youngest wants to play a game, fine, get your homework done first, play with your friends first, then you can play your games. And trust me, he enjoys doing Minecraft and he gets a lot done. I must admit though, he hasn't been doing Clash of Clans so much lately, so I will have to check to see what he's done with my account. Okay, right, you will also notice as well as you're watching this video the kind of order that I do things. Now, sometimes I do the bolt, sometimes not, sometimes I go to the fishing area straight away, sometimes not, but it usually relates to maybe harvesting my crops, collecting certain items, getting items made. It will vary on the day though, but you can see my gameplay here. You can see what my priorities are. Now for me at the end of the day, it's all about having fun. I'm not 100% serious about, oh my god, I've got to do this and this is a key focus. There are things that I like to do and just to play. Now, I must admit, I've not done this before. I've not requested that anybody compete against me. But I do have 2 challenges. Now, I've done one of them, which was quite interesting. And this is the second challenge I've got here. And that one is a difficult one, but I'm getting close to it. So let's go down and have a look. Now all of these are the achievements I've done, and that is the challenge, the Helter Smelter, and I'm on 3,566, so not far off the maximum total. The new ones down at the bottoms I still haven't done, so Sweet Treat, I'm getting close there, so ooh, Diligent Neighbor, long way away, and Taskmaster 3, that will be a long one to do. 225 and I'm only on 96, so I guess 5 every derby will add up slowly because I'm not doing the 6th one. Right, now when I'm looking for the newspaper, my focus at the moment is looking for expansion materials for my town because I want to upgrade my buildings. Now I've done quite nicely recently. I found one farm that was selling quite a few items, so I was able to get items for this building and for the one that's next to it. But as of yet, I haven't upgraded them, so I will be doing that in another video. I'm at level 22, sorry, 23 for my town, and the upgrade will allow me to reach a level 24 limitation. So all buildings can be upgraded to this level. They can't be done anymore. And there's my beautiful hotel just off to the side there. Doesn't it look wonderful? Now, I actually like my town layout. It's really, really interesting. I like the fact that I've put my buildings to the left-hand side. I have my hotel bang in the center behind my railway station. But what do you think about it? Okay, I haven't had many comments about it at the moment. Do you like it or not like it? Why not let me know? As usual, I'm sending away visitors that are after 3 buildings because the resources are quite challenging. As you can see, I can't do everything because I've been doing the event. And as I said, I loved that event. It was awesome. Now I'm looking forward to my next town event. What will it be for, I wonder? I did enjoy the last 2, so fingers crossed there will be another one. Okay, let's go and have a look at Jeff's. Now, Jeff is new, and as such, this person hasn't really expanded the town area. But you can collect a few visitors if you wanted to. Masiak in Poland. Now, he's very happy at the moment because I believe his football team just won a football game. Congratulations, sir. It's nice when your team can win, even if it's not that often. Now, actually, does Poland have a good team, I wonder? I will have to check. Okay, visitors are arriving. Now, I picked up a few, so let's see where they want to go. Now, sometimes I pick up a lot of visitors, sometimes just a few. It will depend on the buildings in some cases. Especially if I can turn the visitors around fast. Because if I turn them around fast, it means more coins, more reputation points, more experience. Woohoo! My resources for milk in the dairy are very low. Oh no, so I need to get my cows busy again. Too many items in my barn. I need to sell some of those stocks off or do some more of those orders. Now, it's great having these orders, okay, because you can turn them around quite fast. And during these events, I've got lots of special items ready saved up, so I do not mind, even if I'm not making as many coins, or maybe it's just a few extra. But it's a nice way to actually turn things around and gain some other valuable points as well. You'll notice there that I'm a level 92 as well. I need to reach 619,000 experience points, and I'm gradually getting there. My last 2 thresholds came really quickly, especially when doing this event. Just think of all those lovely experience points. And I'm actually hoping that one day we will have an event that gives maybe 3 times, 4 times, or even 5 times the experience points. Now that would be absolutely wonderful. In fact, maybe even the same for the coinage. A double event is nice, but a few more variations would be wonderful. Maybe if some of these orders actually gave us diamonds as well. So let's say that we completed 10 of these tasks on the board. For every 10 we get some diamonds as well. Kind of like what we do with the boat, whereas we get the vouchers. Why not get something very similar with the special events for the actual trucks as well? Now that would be nice. Now, one event I do miss is the one where we actually have to make lots of items to achieve something. So as an example, we're making lots of popcorn, and then you may get a beautiful statue or ornament or some kind of lovely reward. I like those events, and I wish we had more. I actually wish we had one for crops. Now that would be really good. But instead of making it just one crop, they gave us a mixture of different crops. So some easy ones and the more challenging ones. It could be nice. Maybe a harvest challenge would be really cool as well. I like the sound of that. Now every time we harvest at the moment, we plant one crop, we get two in return. But imagine if there was an event where you would harvest items and it would be 3, 4 or even 5 of those items as a return. Now that could be an interesting idea as well. So hey, Heyday team, I'm giving you some interesting ideas here. How about maybe implementing a few of them, depending on what the viewers say. So everybody, please comment on the event ideas that I'm giving here. Which ones would you like to see the most of? Because if they are liked, and I do know that the Heyday team watches my videos, maybe even some of the other Supercell staff can comment and say, hey Red Knight, or hey Ricky, that was a cool idea. Hint hint team, we might get some of these implemented, and that would be awesome because I could say, hey, that was my idea. But you never know. What I would like to see as well is some more items added to some of these machines. Let's get some combination products added in. So honey marmalade, oh yes, that would be wonderful. I still have my dream for orange trees. Now that would be really good. Then I can have some marmalade made from those as well. Maybe even some lemon curd. Now that would go down nicely because I just love lemon curd sandwiches. In fact, I even can think of some really other interesting sandwiches. Now, as a young child, I used to enjoy eating sugar sandwiches. So basically bread with butter and sugar spread on top. Oh my god, that was wonderful. Even some chocolate spread sandwiches would be good. Imagine using the chocolate and some of the bread to make a really nice, interesting sandwich. We could enjoy making some wonderful sandwiches and add some new products to the system. Egg and bacon I like. Okay, that would be nice. What other sandwiches can I have? Peanut butter or peanut butter and jam. That would be good. Peanut butter and cucumber. That would be even more awesome. But we would need some more items, and that would mean some changes to the software. So I wonder how that would go down. Back to my town. Anything needs doing. Right, now these are the ones I've been working on. Now at the moment I'm going to need lots of tar buckets. I'm also going to need lots of planks, but that can come as I do within the game. Same with their tar buckets as well. And oh my goodness, do I need a lot of items still. But am I in a hurry? No, because I'm quite happy at the moment because some of these items are coming up in the newspaper. Okay, you're able to find lots of map pieces at the moment, which I think is wonderful to a certain extent because anybody who is a low level wants to expand their town area. This is great because it means that they can then open up these spaces and start working more towards making their towns more beautiful. So jump on the charts now. All of you players out there that have unopened town areas, there are hundreds of map pieces available. They're reasonably priced. They're not so expensive. People are selling them, so why not buy them up and start using them to expand? And then put out requests with all your friends and neighborhoods. Hey, please give me the other town expansion materials for my land. Save your farmland till later, especially if it's all the way down near the bottom. If you are a lower level player, you don't really need to go much farther than say where my animal pens are located. There's enough area there once you've opened it up to keep your farm going and to make it really, really beautiful and interesting. Okay, if you're a higher level like myself or even higher, you need to have everything opened up just so you can come up with some cool decorations like that. Oh, I can get some bricks there. No, I've got lots of those ones. Nothing else there. Bracelets, they are very useful, especially in this event because I can get vouchers. And I do like that. That is beautiful. Look at the way they've used the bushes there to write some words. A nice little balance there with the trees as well. Oh, and that looks interesting. I like the staggered pieces. And that's quite nice as well. So that's a level 98 farm, and that's not bad. A little bit of work still needs to be done on it, but it does look cool. And now this farm we're looking at is even better. My game's frozen, so I'm going to have to wait for it to unfreeze. Now, sometimes the game does freeze, especially when I'm opening up my friend's bar. Now, I've got used to that now, but I do wish at some stage in the future it could be rectified. And I'm afraid you will see quite a bit of this freezing in the game as I'm jumping from one place to another place. It happens a lot when I'm moving from stall to stall. Now, why is this? I don't know. It could be down to the images of the person that actually needs to be loaded. It could be that maybe the farm I'm going to is very graphics heavy. It could be my Wi-Fi. It could be the fact that I'm recording at the same time, but I don't know. It does happen a lot, and it's usually friends bar related. First opening it up and then maybe changing to the different tabs and then maybe scrolling between different farms. Now, I would strongly recommend going to your stall and then jumping between farms by just tapping on your friend's icon. If you are looking for expansion materials, it's one of the best ways because people do sell them. When they're selling them, they're not always in a newspaper. They are there for their neighbors and friends to actually find. And all you really need to do is just to skim through. Now, do remember, if you are in a trading group, that quite often the last slot is a reserved slot. So try not to buy anything that's located there, especially if it's for the one coin. But anywhere else is fair game. Now, I must admit that if you are playing the game, everything that's added to a stall is for sale, so you must be aware that items you add to that stall, if they are not purchased by the person you're trying to trade or sell with, they may be purchased by someone else. And this is not wrong. It's not theft. There's nothing dishonest about it. It's just part of the game, and you have to accept that people buy items. Right, as I'm looking around and helping people out here, I'm enjoying this part. Now, some items I will not do, so I'm afraid I can't always do cheeses and butters because they are very necessary for the produce on my farm. But I will help you with many other items if I have it. Plus, it gives me the opportunity to look around your farms, see what's cool, maybe I want to use it in a video, and also see if you have any toolboxes. Now, sometimes I will do one or two items, but I will not do everything. It will depend on your request. Now, do thank me. Do send me a thank you letter with a gift card. Maybe even post on my Facebook page and say, "Hey, Ricky, thank you for reviving a tree or a bush. Thank you for filling one of my crates." It's nice to get a personal message, and sometimes I do get that, and it makes my day. I had one recently where the person came and said, "Thank you very much, it was kind of you, and it was really cool to see your logo on my boat. It was awesome to be helped out by Red Knight." It makes me feel really chuffed, that does. I kind of like that feeling. To be appreciated by friends, followers, and fans. It's wonderful. Makes me feel like a movie star. In fact, I am kind of like a movie star because you're watching my movies. The only thing is I'm actually not in there. Now, that would be awesome. Imagine if there was a Red Knight character that looked just like me. Maybe we could have a spot the difference contest. Is this Greg? Is this Red Knight? I wonder. That would be one thing that would be interesting. Now we actually have within the settings area where you can see information on basically videos and other things. If we could see like a review maybe added to that of the staff members, so maybe like a kind of character style image, so maybe not their real image, but maybe a profile on what they do at Supercell within the Heyday team. A nice introduction so we know who's behind the scenes, who we should thank or basically think about when it comes to certain parts of the game. Now I'm lucky, I've actually met the team, so I know a lot of what they look like and what they do, and there are some really awesome people in the Heyday team, but you guys out there never really get to meet them. Okay, if you're on the forum, you might get to chat with some of the guys. So, as an example, Nick is in charge of a lot of things at Supercell. He's a really good contact and a cool friend, and he's also on the forum as well. And he does chat and talk to people, and he's really proactive. But you guys have never met him. Okay, maybe you've seen my videos of Helsinki, and you've seen some of the team in that, but I'd love to see a profile and introduction to these people within the game itself. That would be wonderful. So hey guys and girls, there's another idea for you. We want to see who you are. So please include yourself and a nice introduction to yourself in the game within the settings area. And the one I'm on about is the news area. Now if you actually go to the settings in the game at the moment, that's that little icon up in the left hand side. You can see what I'm on about. When you open it up, you get this beautiful boxed area. On the left hand side it says settings, and then you can do many things. And as an example, I'm looking at mine at the moment and it tells me my Facebook is disconnected. No! So I need to reconnect that. It would allow you to turn the sounds off, adjust the language. It would even give you some advanced settings. And the only ones that I have enabled are the diamond confirmation, which is really important. I have my event notification connected, which is really important, so I know when new events start and I don't miss out. And I have my chat for my neighborhood enabled, so I can see what my friends are saying. You've also got the news section there, and there are basic videos and information added, and I think it's a wonderful area because it lets you watch some cool videos, and I'm hoping one day that maybe I will have some videos up there. Maybe we can get some cool farm reviews added, and that way you can see what other farms look like within the game itself. But I must remember to keep those farm video or reviews very short and under a few minutes, otherwise they will be too heavy for the game. But that would be wonderful for you to be able to see what other farms look like while you are in the game, and then maybe copy some of their ideas. There's a community section with some wonderful links that will allow you to go and visit some cool places. The Heyday Wiki is included in that community link, and I strongly recommend that area as a wonderful place to go and find out information if you want to know things. You've also got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the Heyday community. Now, if you're not a member of Facebook, you really want to join because they have started or restarted one of their cool events that they do. And in this event, you have to basically count up how many items there are in the image. And if you do so and you get the right number, you can win diamonds. They've just finished one of those events, and all of the winners got 200 diamonds each. Oh my god, 200 diamonds! Can you think of how much you can actually buy and expand with that? It's wonderful. So if you're a Facebook member, join the Heyday Facebook page, follow it, enter the contest, because you never know if you will win. And trust me, people do win, and they do get those diamonds, because I've seen the images of people getting the little delivery from the postman. In fact, I even know that people get diamonds from other events as well because I held a wonderful subscriber event and 10 lucky winners all got diamonds and cool posters from me. And I thought that was so cool. I love that. Now, Heyday does have a YouTube channel as well. So, if you go to their YouTube channel, you will even find myself linked in there, which is wonderful. So, I'm linked to the Heyday YouTube channel. It's wicked. It's cool as well. If you are a Heyday YouTuber and you are producing good videos, do let Supercell know because the more the merrier, I say at the end of the day. And it would be nice to see some other people out there like myself who love the game as much making videos. And maybe we can share some ideas and even do a paired gameplay at some stage in the future. Imagine if all Heyday YouTubers were invited to Supercell and we can have a wheat growing contest that everybody can watch. Yay! Or maybe a video or live video where we've got Heyday players sitting down together, chatting about the game and talking about decoration ideas and talking about how we would like the game to develop. This could be really, really wonderful. A mixture of Heyday players, a mixture of people from the forum, a mixture of people who are just general players from around the world that would be invited to the Supercell company. And trust me, you will love it there. The team is awesome, everybody's wonderful, and it's a great place to visit. And the best thing about Helsinki in Finland, the food is fantastic. I so loved it. And the hotel we stayed at, awesome. And if you're like me, you get up early in the morning and you take a walk around the city. It is beautiful. I just loved it there when I was visiting. And one day I hope to go back either as a tourist with my family or for my second trip to the company. Now, another section you've got within the settings is the more area. Now, this area is really useful if you ever have problems with your farm because it has an enter recovery code section. This code will allow you to get your farm back, and it's a nice area to be aware of. Now, if you go to this more section as well, and you tap on credits, when you tap on credits, take a screenshot of that image because it's your ID number for your farm. So as an example, if I go there now, I can see my ID number. And then if I've got a problem or if I want to have Supercell come and look at my farm or maybe send me diamonds for a delivery that I've won in the events, I just give them that number and then they can find me very, very easily. And it's a really useful number for resolving problems and issues. So do check it out, please. Right, let's come back to my video. And I'm doing more crates here. Yeah. I'm also getting to look at some really interesting farms as well. Now, please, when you do go to the farms, look for the red toolbox. Trust me, sometimes that red toolbox has lots of diamonds. Other times it has some good resources inside as well. Now, if it's locked, okay, don't worry about it. Just tap outside the box. Just go to another farm and start looking elsewhere. If you do tap the X, just go back to your farm, do something, and the system will reset, and then you can start finding more red toolboxes around, with even more opportunities to find some cool items that will help you to expand. And we all want to expand. It could be your silo. Now currently my silo size is 2,400 and my capacity is up to 2,218. So that's a lot of fruit and vegetables safely tucked away. Now recently I almost ran out of rice. I forgot to produce more. And you realize it takes a long time just to grow one of those items. 45 minutes. And if you're down to one, oh my god, that's like doubling up every time just to get a stock built back up. Now luckily I did find 10 for sale in the paper, so I could buy some and that made it a little bit easier. But do keep an eye on what you are making, and do keep an eye on items in that silo as well, because you never know when you go too far. Now, if you ever do run out of items, do check out Greg's farm, because he has everything there for sale every now and then, and you are the only one that can buy those items, and they are all cheaply priced. Or you can check the newspaper, and hopefully someone is selling that item at base price or for 1 coin. If not, you're going to have to take the hit and pay the full price, which is okay because it's only money and everybody has lots of coins in the game because they just play all the time, like me. In fact, I'm playing the game now as I'm talking on this video, so I'm doing it twice. At the moment within the game I'm playing on my iPad, I'm creating feed. That way I can feed my animals and then get more resources. Now, I often visit farms and the animals have not been fed. Trust me, you really want to be feeding your farm animals all the time. Okay, the pets you can get away with not feeding every now and then because they do use a lot of items, especially if you have many of them. But do keep your sheep and your pigs fed 100% of the time because the turnaround time is quite long and you can't always buy the items you want in the newspaper, especially the bacon. These days, bacon is quite a challenge to find, so I strongly recommend feeding them as often as you can. Now, your cow's turnaround time is very, very fast. It's only 50 odd minutes, or an hour, should I say. But once you've actually done that hour, you've got all that milk, and then you can start making more dairy products. So, my focus at the moment is butter and cheese. But in the video, I think my focus was more on milk because I needed some for some ice creams. And in fact, I'm making ice creams now. Vanilla ice cream. Yummy, yummy, yummy. But I ran out of vanilla ice cream because I sold it. Ooh, I need some more corn dogs. Now, what am I up to? Okay, I just had some people revive. So thank you very much, Leica. That was really nice of you. I so love it when my friends and followers come and revive my bushes and trees. And I really hope that there is a wonderful gift card inside my thank you message. Now, I never know, but it would be nice if one day someone can say, "Hey, Ricky, guess what? I got a gift card inside my thank you letter. Thank you very much. It helped me save up, and it was the magic item for getting that penny farthing or that tractor or 15 diamonds or something else." Now, what's your focus when it comes to those gift cards? Now, quite often I like to save up for the 30 package. Now, okay, you might get a statue, which is fine. The statue just stays in storage, or you can use the statue to make some really cool water decorations, especially with the new ditches. Or you might get the 15 diamonds, and oh yeah, 15 diamonds does come up a lot. Or maybe you might want to go for the small and medium package, and you might get one of those cool decorations. It could be the frog prince, or it could be that cute little tortoise. Now, I do like those too, and I'm trying to save up a few of those so I can use them in a video very, very soon. I'm thinking of doing something down in the bottom area where I've not got anything at the moment except for the machines, and then basically start making some kind of ornament based activity. But I'm not really sure. Now, maybe someone can give me some suggestions there. How can I use some of these ornaments we get and basically do a video? What would you like to see? Would you like to see a nice video that introduces all of the ornaments that we get in the game? Now that could be interesting. Maybe I can make a video on the ornaments and show you where they come from and how we get them. You also have the opportunity of going to the Heyday Wiki, and there's a nice guide there as well that will tell you all of the ornaments and decorations and other items you can get when you actually do the gift cards. And in the game, by the way, I've just reached another threshold. So I am now on the final stretch for level 93. So I have got all of my rewards. Now, what rewards did I get? The first one was bolts. Yay. The second one was the stone blocks for the town. Wicked. Then I had 2 wooden planks, 2 blue vouchers, and my last one was 3 bricks. Now, the bricks I don't need, not yet anyway, because I have enough of those. But when I get to the last threshold, which is only 103,000 points away, then I will get to level 93, and that is 2 new pieces of land. Yay, then I can grow more crops, and I can do my derby tasks faster, because an extra 1 land piece will give me 1 more item in the derby. Wicked. And I'm going to get 5 diamonds as well. And once I get to level 93, that's only 7 more levels from the 100 mark. So that chair is just around the corner. Yay! I'm so happy about that. And I cannot wait. I actually do enjoy getting experience points. Experience points are so helpful. Now I'm helping my neighbours out looking for the red chest again, and I really think this is an important activity. As often as you can, do go to your neighbours' farms, and if you can help them out, do it, because helping one person out will give you a nice little thank you card, but it makes it easier on them, and because you've actually helped them out, they've got the opportunity to come to you as well much more easily, because it will allow them to find your farm a lot faster because you've got the helpers tag. And in that last helpers tab, they can see you very, very quickly and they can jump on over, and if you need help, you may get it faster. And I'm really appreciative of all the people who help me. And actually, I always do check when I'm playing in the game in that last helpers tab as well, because I think it's important. But actually, I don't think I did that in this recording, did I? So, oh my god! Even though I just said that I check it, I don't think I did it in this video. What a shock! I can't believe it. I lied. Oh my god, everybody will say, Riggy, you're a big liar. You didn't do it. Apologies, everybody. But I do check it, I promise. In fact, I feel so guilty now. I'm going to go and check it. Anybody needs help? Now, so who were my last helpers though? I've got HFI, Weed Lydia, thank you very much. Jody, who's in my neighborhood. Jean. Lulu, who's in my neighborhood. Thanks. There's one I cannot read, but the symbol is beautiful. Another one I cannot read. Aman. Mahajlo Phoenix, thank you very much. And don't buy last 4 box, please. Oh, that's an interesting name. I see lots of those don't buys. But none of them were asking for assistance, so I'm afraid there was nothing I can do. 23 followers. That's nice. Now, I wonder if I can get any more followers. Now, remember, you do have the opportunity in the game to follow farms. When you go to the top of the actual person's farm, you can see some images. Now, there's a male one, okay, which will send them an invite to join your neighborhood. You'll see the happy smiley face, which is the one that will tell you if you like the farm. And do, if you like someone's farm, say so, because it is nice for people to see their likes counts go up. Now, I know there are some people out there who are basically looking for lots and lots of likes. And it's quite a nice challenge. And oh my god, my game's frozen again! I really wish that wouldn't happen. But not to worry though, I can keep talking as I'm playing the game, and I'm sure you will bear with me as everything comes back. Now this will give you a great opportunity to see a still shot of the actual image I'm looking at. So look at that beautiful farm at the moment. Doesn't it look wonderful? In fact, I do believe I need to add some more trees in there because it's looking a little bit empty in some of the areas. So even I can be quite critical about my farm. Now if I were to change this image here, I would take away some of the path pieces because I'm thinking a break would look much nicer. I'm also thinking of adding some more trees in there just to make it a little bit more interesting because at the moment it's a little bit empty. Right now I've just jumped to Ninja's farm and I want to show everybody this. Now I just love this design. It's absolutely awesome. I think it's one of the best cat images, or in fact the only cat image I've seen in a long time. It's wicked. Now, I've posted this picture on my Facebook page and I've even Instagrammed it as well, and I'm going to be adding it to a separate video later for cool decoration. But that was wonderful. Right, now some of these farms you're looking at, you will see the actual envelope and the happy face. Those are the ones I was on about. Now, any happy face is for likes, and any envelope is for basically inviting them to your neighborhood. Now, sometimes you will see a third mark, which is like a kind of a bookmark image. Now, this is the one, basically it is a bookmark. It's for people that you want to follow. Now, you can't follow everybody. You can only follow specific people. And that will depend on how they are connected to the game or how you are connected to them. Now what you're noticing here is that I'm actually using the roadside stall to jump between farms. Now to do that, all I'm doing is tapping on the person's icon and it's allowing me to jump very quickly, except for where the game freezes on the imagery. You also get a good idea of some basic images behind, especially if you're playing on an iPad. Now with an iPhone you don't get to see that, you just get to see the actual box section. But it allows you to see what people are selling very quickly. And if there's something there that jumps out that you might want to buy, then you can snap it up. Now as you're watching this, you can notice that some of the items being sold are expansion materials. And like, oh my god, I want to buy those expansion materials. Now they've been sold. So I'm kind of unlucky. Now maybe they were sold days or weeks ago, because there are quite a lot of people who actually do add items, but then they just leave the items in there to attract other people to their farms, because every now and then they do add more, and the more people you have following or friends with you, it means it's faster for turning boats around, you get things revived a lot quicker, people buy items on your stall, you can make a lot of coinage. So it's really important in the game that you do make friends. And I do like friends, so please do send me a request on Game Center. But remember, I can only have 500 people, which is a shame because I think a lot more will be cooler. And send me a friend's request on Facebook. I friend everybody. And remember there that I can only have 5,000. Now, what I'm going to do when I get to the 5,000, I don't know. Now, please, if you do become my friend on Facebook, okay, I am in some trading groups as well. You can see the two trading groups that I belong to. I post there a lot. My page is very open. Do send a request to join them. It's much easier there requesting if you want to buy something or get something. Now, I do get a lot of messages on my Facebook Messenger chat asking for resources and expansion materials or wanting to chat. Now, apologies everybody. I do work. So as an example, today I will be heading off to work at 2:30 because I need to prepare for some TOEFL classes that I'm going to be teaching very soon. But even though I'm not working in the morning, I'm at home with my family, or I'm doing some other things, and I must admit I can't always get to the messages straight away. But please do not just say hi. Do not just say hello. If you want something from me, say, "Hi Ricky," or "Hi Red Knight. I really love your videos. Is it possible you can let me have something?" Or even start a chat with me. Now, I will not reply straight away because I don't always have the time, but I will reply as soon as I can. Please do not send me angry photos or rude messages to say you're not replying straight away. Sorry, but I just cannot get back to my messages every day. But I do check them, they are there, and I will reply as often as I can. Now remember that Facebook is internet connected, and if I am traveling by train from my home to the city where I work, okay, it's a long train ride, so it's a perfect opportunity. But a lot of my journey is underground, so there are a lot of tunnels, and even though Japan is a really modern country, the Wi-Fi service or the actual 3G or 4G network, if you're underground, is awful sometimes, depending on your location or depending on your service provider. Now, I am quite happy with my service providers to a certain extent, but I do wish that their coverage area was better sometimes. And I do wish that in Japan they would stop capping the limit at 7 gigabytes when you're using the internet. It's a pain because they really slow you down afterwards. And if you're expecting to play a game that needs a lot of internet time, it's really challenging. Now, I've got a boat in my game that's asking for lobster pasta, olive oil, and blue woolly hats. Now, what do you think? It will give me 498 experience, one mystery voucher, lots of coins, and 18 boat wheels. Should I do it or shall I cast away, I wonder? What's your decision? What would you do? Right, I'm still jumping between the farms here. Have you noticed anything that you would like to buy? Now, I sometimes vary the way I'm actually jumping between the farms. Sometimes I will start at the high levels and then go from the high down to low. Sometimes I will go to the middle ranges, like maybe the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, even the 30s, and then start there, and then basically jump to the next farm. And it gives me a wide variety of resources that I can pick up, sometimes full price, sometimes for low price. Oh my god, look at all of those saws and axes! Wow! So I'm expecting this person to have... Huh? I don't get this. You have all of those saws and axes and so many dead trees. None of the animals have been fed. So, are you actually playing the game anymore, or did you just sell everything off, I wonder? I will keep an eye out on this farm. If nothing happens to it, I'm afraid I will unfriend that person. Now please, this is a request for me. If you do stop playing Heyday and you are a Game Center friend or you're a Facebook friend, I'm not offended if you want to unfriend me. I must admit, if I do check through my Game Center friends and I find that they no longer have the Heyday game, then I will automatically remove you, because basically I want to save my Game Center friends for the Heyday gamers. Okay, I do play other games and I love playing those games, but at the moment my main focus on my games is the Heyday, and that is what my Game Center's for, because I'm restricted by the number of people I can have. Also as well, when I do check your Game Center accounts, I can see when you last played the game of Heyday. Now, if I'm noticing that you haven't played the game for quite a long time, now for me this shows that you're not active, and I'm sorry to say, but that's a goodbye. So please do be active in the game. If you're not, unfriend me. Like I said, I do not mind. Let's give the space to someone else. Now, the only person I won't unfriend is this person here. Now, notice the color is blue, and there is this little bookmark icon. Now, that happens to be my son's farm, which I must admit he doesn't play so often. So, should I unfriend him because he's not doing that, or should I leave it there? Now, it's not one that I play, so please don't ask me to be there and to help you out if you friend that one. Sorry, that's his game, and I let him do what he wants. But he has to balance his game based around his homework. Now, there are some interesting images I'm seeing behind these boards. I need to start reviewing some of the lower level ones and give some advice. Now, I wish I could actually adjust my farm down to a lower level stage, or I had the option anyway. Then I could start giving some ideas for lower level players, where to expand and open up, and basically what to focus on first, which machine should they go for. Now that would be a really cool set of videos, and one day I hope I get the option where I can then adjust my farm very easily and basically show you what it's like at different levels. Maybe the option of selling items or selling machine upgrades, or downgrading would be a really cool addition in the future. Imagine that you are a high level player, you want to keep your coins and diamonds, but you want to downgrade part of the game. So you have the option on your machine. Do you wish to downgrade as part of the upgrade option? Yes. Okay, you don't get any resources back, but you do downgrade that building. It removes any slots. Okay, it removes the option to make any items that you would get for a higher level. So the challenge is back there again. And maybe when you downgrade, it gives you diamonds or coins in return. That could be quite a nice idea. Imagine if you had a machine that was maxed out. You wanted the more challenging idea and you wanted to do it all again. So, removing the machines. So I'd love to remove some of the smelters. Okay, I have 4 smelters. So imagine if I could remove some of those smelters and then basically adjust my farm to only have 2 smelters, not the 4 or 3. That would be really nice. I would appreciate that. So hint for the future, please. That is one of the ideal options I'd love to see. I'm continuing with my hopping. Now, I apologize if it does freeze. Okay, it happens sometimes and I do not know the reason for it. I do play in various locations, whether it be at a coffee shop where they have Wi-Fi, or whether it's at work where we have it, or even at home where I have it as well. But it's still the same. A lot of people are not selling anything. Please sell items. If you sell items, you can get lots of coins and experience. It's good. This means you can produce more, which means more experience. Sell things. Sell. Because experience allows you to level up in the game. When you level up in the game, it can be much more fun and exciting. Just imagine all those new items that you can produce. Oh my goodness, I have no milk and bacon left. I can't feed my pets. Now, In my neighbourhood at the moment, I currently have 23 people. I'm afraid I removed a few people for lack of participation. Now, I'm sorry about that. At the moment, I'm not going to add anybody back. One of the members, as I said, did request to rejoin, and in this video, I will be adding him back. In fact, I'm going to show you what happens when your level is set too high, and this is the person. So Chris is American Farm. I've invited him back, so I'm going to send him a little message, and basically he will be participating again in my neighborhood. So let's confirm that. Invite player. And it says, I'm sorry, the player's level is too low to invite. So this means that my settings in my neighborhood are too high for him, so I'm going to have to go and adjust it. So let's go and do that. So open up my building, go to edit, scroll down to where it says minimum level, oh, the wrong direction, and let's push that all the way back down to 18 and save that. So I can now accept anybody from a level 18 and above. Right, now I need to jump back to his farm and then basically re-invite him. Now the invite that I sent him, okay, it hasn't shown up, so even if you're looking for it, you will not see it. The only time you will see if he is joining is when you have the little number 1 icon there, and basically he has accepted. Now at the moment, even though I invited him a few days ago, he still has not rejoined. Now, he said he was going to be participating more, and that is not a good sign, young sir. If you want to be in my neighborhood, please do participate. Now, everybody that I removed recently, if you want back in, the requirement is please participate. I'm not going to add anybody else in until you chat with me or send me a message, and 2 of you have done so far. So if you want back in, not a problem, but like I said, participation is key. 0 participation or limited participation, I will remove you, and I'm afraid that will be your last chance. Now, I make all of my neighborhood members elders because I think it's important for them to be able to support when it comes to the derby. Now, I could scroll all the way through all of my friends, but that would take ages. So sometimes I find it easier going to someone's farm and then actually just scrolling through using the stall because it's much faster. Now, I do wish that the friends bar were better, but it's still for me the biggest issue within the game for actually ease of playing. And we're now jumping down until I find him, so he should be somewhere down here on the right hand side. That was Jonathan's. Okay, Ashley's. Ooh, interesting name, Stampy Cat Farm. That's nice. I love the names of some of the farms that I see. There's some really interesting titles. Timber Point. Stampy Cat again. Why did I go back? Who are... I'm going too fast, I can't read these. Maybe you will recognize your name. Here we are back at Chris's farm again. So let's try it again. Did it work? And the invitation has been sent. Okay, Chris, you've got the invitation. You need to accept it. If you do not accept it, then you will not be in my derby or neighborhood. Okay, right, that's it for this video. I've enjoyed chatting and playing. Please do subscribe to these links here, and I will see you all next time. So have a happy heyday and goodbye, everybody.